Hello, this is Meladames here, and as some of you watching this video might know, a friend of mine, Jake Greeson, and I got together last year and we produced a number of videos, which we have since published in the internet, both in the YouTube and the Facebook platforms. Well, over the last couple of weeks, we been digging into the archives since we made a number of other videos that we never published. And we found this short, concise video that deals with toys, music, and entertainment, as any of those three relates to children. Well, if you are one of those who are already following the customs in the US or the customs in most countries in Europe, the video may have come a little late for you since you already gave your kids, your children, their toys on Christmas Day. But if you are from Latin America, if you are from the Dominican Republic, where I'm from, you're still waiting for tomorrow to get your kids their toys. Tomorrow is the celebration of the Epiphany, or as it is best known in most Latin American countries, es el Día de los Reyes Magos. Well, if you are among the last group, the video is still relevant, and I think you should find it interesting. I don't want to go into the details since the video is very clear, very concise, and it flows really smoothly through all of these subjects. I'm going to let Jake to give you the details, and hopefully you will find it useful.
Hello once again, this is Jake Unsupervised, and today I'm going to cover a topic that may not be even important to anyone but me. But hey, my show, I'm going to go there. So, it may just be me, but real quick rant, is it that toys are getting dumber? Or is it that I'm getting older and I love my G.I. Joes, my Matchbox cars, and my wrestling action figures, as I just said. Now we've got LOL dolls, we've got the Pokemon are coming back, we've got all of these weird things. I don't understand it. McDonald's toys are crap. They're really bad. They're chintzy. Back in the day, we actually bought online, one of my kids got into the Berenstain Bears, and my wife went online because they don't sell any Berenstain Bears stuff anymore, and she actually bought some toys. Turns out they were McDonald's toys. So, and they were 30 years old and still holding up. It's still worth having, and she paid more than a Happy Meal's worth to get them. I don't know. I mean, it's just insane, and I wish I had something here just to show you. I now have a son. He just turned 1, so I wanted to get some toys before people decided, hey, kids can't play with certain things, such as a toy gun. Heaven forbid, a toy gun. So I went out to Walmart, and Walmart doesn't carry toy guns that are worth much. I mean, they look like garbage. I remember the old Pow Pow and heaven forbid strip caps, because you could figure out how to strike them with your finger and cause a little bitty explosion, which was awesome. And even I remember when I was playing with caps, they went from the cap size being about this big to tiny, just enough to go puff, and then they completely took them off the market. It's just insane anymore. So I try to find the toys that I grew up with, bring them to the kids, because toys used to teach you how to do stuff. They used to teach you learn. Boys went out and played war, girls went out and played house. That's not stereotypical. That's what it was. My family grew up, I had a big family, brothers and sisters, and once in a while, every summer, we would run around and play house. We would spend almost an entire day cutting out strips of paper as money, and we would find jobs to do. And inevitably, one of the guys decided we just wanted to be a bank robber, so whoever the police person was, we'd get in a big cap shootout, and then when one of us died, we came in as another person and started a new life, essentially. But just think of the old times, of the way things were. Again, this video has really nothing, no additives, just more anecdotal, more for me to get off my chest, I guess. But like looking at my daughter's birthday list that she's got going, and there's like Legos anymore. It's a set. Here's how you build it. Here's the instructions. You don't have to learn how to do anything. You don't have to learn how to build a house yourself. No, here's every piece you need. It's a cooler house than what we played with, but that's all you can do with it. And I don't know. It's just time for us to revisit the old days. Stop trying to strip kids of what's safe and what's not safe. When I was 3, I was playing with a safety pin because we had what we called log chains for our G.I. Joes. Turns out, I guess they were Barbie necklaces or something, but they worked well. And being the youngest, I got stuck with the garbage one that the hooks broke off of. So what my mom did was she handed me a safety pin, showed me how to use it, and said, hey, don't poke your fingers. And after a little bit of bloody fingertips, you figure out pretty quickly how to do it. Now, we're going to get into an era because we're stripping these kids down of everything because it's not safe, or it's not imaginative, or it's not rainbows and lollipops. And kids aren't going to know how to do anything. So we've got to find a way, fix the old ways, fix the new ways, bring back the old ways. Tonka trucks, man, they're plastic. You know, luckily I've got some that lasted, and I can give those to my son. You know, it's okay for kids to scrape their knees. It's okay for kids to cry. It's okay for kids to hurt themselves, and they will figure out why. So what we need to do is we need to get our kids out of the bubble. Stop with the electronics all the time. Get them the Legos, but try to find the Legos that are not exactly your set. You know what? Build it yourself, kids. It's time for us to bring back the old ways because we're losing that. And with losing that, we lose creativity. Now, this is actually going to be another video, but hey, perfect time. Let's cover this. So, creativity nowadays, my gracious. We've got TV shows that are reboots of TV shows. They're talking about, let's bring back Roseanne, and then they have to fire Roseanne. And let's bring back, what was it? Someone was talking to me about they were going to bring something else back. I think Saved by the Bell is supposed to be coming back, which I don't get. They tried with Boy Meets World, which it was okay, but everybody just watched for the cameo appearances, and that was the only thing anybody did. So you just look it up on YouTube and find the couple quick videos that you actually want to watch. I was really big into Scrubs. Loved it. But now they're talking about, hey, maybe let's bring that back. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. No, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be anything. Movies are just remakes of old movies. TV shows are remakes of old TV shows. Songs are remakes of old songs. There are certain songs that you listen to and you go, hey, yeah, that's actually pretty good compared to the old one. But we're running out of ideas. And we're running out of ideas because we don't force the youth to be creative. Art, I know it's always kind of been that way, but abstract art is not art. If you can just accidentally kick over a paint can and spill it onto a canvas, that doesn't make it art. That doesn't make it beautiful. Sure, you can say like, oh, but what was he really thinking when he made that art? I don't want to think what was he really thinking. I want to look at it, look at Bob Ross, and he does his happy trees, and he does his barn. You know what? I know that those are trees and that's a barn, and it's pretty daggone good. The dude messes up. I remember watching one. I was like, he messed up. I was here for it, and he can't fix that. And he turned it into a bridge. I don't get it. Whatever. He's creative. That's the whole thing. These old guys, I used to love, when I was a kid, Schwarzenegger movies. They were all pretty much the same, but they did a little bit different. It was a new genre for its time. He started a lot of that kind of stuff. Because people were creative. People found a way to get out of the norm. Now they find, okay, somebody's doing that, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to twist a little bit, and then that makes it new. It's not the way it works. So if we continue these ideas, pretty soon you're going to get these heavy metal bands who are, and they're going to be singing Britney Spears, and they're going to be singing all these other things because they're going to run out of songs to do, and they're like, ain't no lie, baby, bye, 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 bye. No, stop it. Get your kids the old toys. Get your kids into learning how to pick up a stick and pretend that it's something. Get your kids outside and doing stuff. Stop letting them just sit here and watch what everybody else does, because that's the only way they can entertain themselves. My kids do it, and I cut that off quick. My daughter gets into the thing, and I say, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to watch YouTube. And I'm like, well, are you going to watch your dad's show? And of course they do, and they think I'm famous for it. But go watch something that helps you learn, even if it's something like this. I'm giving you ideas, I'm giving you thoughts, and maybe that's going to trigger another thought. Maybe that's going to trigger discussion with somebody, and that's great. Awesome, do that. But if you're going to watch somebody play a game, no. Like, you're going to play a game or you're going to do something else. We've got to get the youth smarter. We've got to get them more creative, just using your minds, even if it's in the goofiest ways, even if it's like, you know, pick up your little action figures and they're going to set up an entire village, they're going to set up an entire thing. That's creative. You're doing something. You're doing something again. And here we go with it's just garbage anymore. Everybody, the only thing we can do is sit back and say, what did so-and-so do? What did this guy do? Well, that worked out for them. Can I do it myself? Can I steal that idea and just tweak it a little bit? And some of the best things have come from that, as long as you tweak it in the right way. Get creative with things. Find a problem and solve it. That's the easiest way. That's the best inventions. That's what we need to get into. So what started off with this little innocent rant, just a little bit of, I guess, complaining from me, it actually did kind of come to a point. Toys are garbage because toys don't envelop creativity. Toys don't they don't bring your kid to learn, and it's natural for kids to play. The youth, and not only humans but also other animals out there, they play, and it's a very dire thing for them. So don't let them just watch TV. Make them play. Make them learn. If they say, hey, why does this happen? Don't give them the little puppy dog lies. You know, that's what I tend to call, like, hey, Dad, why is the sky blue? Oh, that's God's favorite color, so he thought everybody should see it all the time. No, we explain that stuff to my kids. And that's why when people talk to them now, and they're like, your kids are so well-versed. They are so smart with all these things that they know. And I say that's because I never pulled punches with them. You can explain things in a way that is a little more innocent. You don't have to give the gory details for everything. But don't lie. Don't give them these fables that you're going to have to turn around later and say, like, you know what, that wasn't true. That's not what happens. You can't really climb the tree and touch the sky. No. You need to get out there and help this youth grow, and help this youth grow on their own. Push them in the right direction, and you essentially push them up to the edge, hand them a parachute and say, here's how you use it, give them the boot, send them on. So I'm going to end this video now because I could go on all night. But long story short, toys now are crap. Old toys were fun. Any type of entertainment is pretty much crap. Old entertainment was good. You want an example? Watch The Twilight Zone. Classic and awesome. All of them were awesome and very well thought out. And then you want to compare that to something, I don't know, go watch some knockoff of Friends or whatever. But yeah, so change what we're doing because we ain't doing it right.